During couples therapy, my husband accidentally used another woman's name while talking about our honeymoon. My therapist always says the truth has a way of slipping out when people feel safe. I used to think that was comforting. Now I know it's a warning. Craig and I had been married for 2 years when I suggested couples therapy. Not because things were terrible, because things were quietly wrong in a way I couldn't name. He'd become distant, distracted. He'd laugh at his phone and flip it face down when I walked into the room. I told myself I was being paranoid. I suggested therapy because I wanted someone to tell me I was being paranoid. Our therapist was a soft-spoken woman named Dr. Reyes, with reading glasses on a beaded chain, and a voice that made you want to confess things. She had this way of asking questions that felt like she was just making conversation. You barely noticed you were being unwrapped. Third session. She asked us to each describe a favorite memory from our first year of marriage. Craig went first. He shifted in his chair and smiled that easy smile I fell in love with. And he started talking about our honeymoon in Santorini. The white buildings, the sunset dinners, the way we stayed up until 3 a.m. on the balcony just talking. He said, "I remember sitting out there and thinking, this is it. This is the person." Natalie looked so beautiful in that light. The room went completely still. "My name is not Natalie." Dr. Reyes didn't react. She just let the silence sit there like something with weight. Craig's face changed in slow motion. I watched him realize what he'd said the way you watch someone step off a curb they didn't see. That split second before impact. He turned to me. "I meant you. Obviously I meant you. I don't know why I said that." I didn't say anything. He laughed nervously. "It just came out wrong. You know how your brain does that. You mean one thing and a completely different word just..." Dr. Reyes asked calmly, "Who is Natalie?" Craig rubbed the back of his neck. He said she was a girl he used to date, someone from years ago. It meant nothing. He hadn't even thought about her in forever. That's probably why the name surfaced. Some random misfiring of memory. It was embarrassing and stupid and completely meaningless. He kept talking. That's the thing I noticed. He kept filling the silence. Innocent people ask questions. Guilty people explain. That night he made my favorite dinner and was so attentive it felt like a performance. I smiled. I laughed at his jokes. I helped with the dishes. And after he fell asleep, I picked up his phone from the nightstand. He had a passcode now. He didn't used to have a passcode. I set the phone back down very carefully. The next morning, I called my friend Dana, who works in IT and owes me a favor I've never cashed in. I told her what I needed. She told me to get into his email through our shared laptop, which he was always careless about staying logged into. He wasn't careless this time, but he had been. 3 weeks ago. Dana found a deleted thread. Natalie wasn't someone from years ago. Natalie had been at our wedding. She was the photographer's assistant. The woman who spent our entire wedding day smiling at my husband across the reception hall. The woman who had apparently been spending time with him in other ways for the past 14 months. I didn't confront him that night. I went to our next therapy session first, sat down across from Dr. Reyes and waited. She asked how the week had been. I said it was interesting. She asked Craig the same question. He said things felt better, more connected. He reached over and took my hand. I let him hold it. Then I pulled out my phone and placed it on the cushion between us, open to the email thread. Every message, every plan, every little endearment he'd borrowed from what I thought was our private language. I said, "Can we talk about Natalie?" Craig went the color of old paper. Dr. Reyes looked at the screen and then looked at him and didn't say a single word. He started with, "I can explain," and moved through, "I'm so sorry," and arrived at, "She meant nothing," and I let him talk until he ran out of words. Then I picked my phone back up and stood up. He said, "Where are you going?" "We're in the middle of a session." I looked at Dr. Reyes. "I think I'm done needing couples therapy." She nodded and said quietly, "I think you might be right." The divorce was filed 11 days later. My name is written correctly on every single document.